Hey everyone, I'm Mr. Exos, and today I'm going to give you 5 tips for beginners in Subnautica. Now when you first play Subnautica, you get quite overwhelmed because you really don't know what you're doing. So use this video as a mini guide on what to do and what not to do when you play for the game for the first time. Now the first tip I can give you is create a scanner as soon as you can. The second you get 1 copper, 2 acid mushrooms, and 1 titanium, craft it in the fabricator as soon as you can, because in shipwreckage, you can find fragments of different vehicles and items, and if you use your scanner to scan these fragments, and you scan enough of them, you can unlock the blueprint for that specific item or vehicle. A lot of these items and vehicles are crucial to progress through the game, such as the sea moth, the propulsion cannon, so try to get these as soon as you can. Now, one of these blueprints that you can get is the battery charger, and this thing is really important because batteries are probably the most annoying thing to manage in Subnautica. Almost anything you make runs on batteries, and just running out of them can become quite easily a nuisance early on. So building a scanner as fast as you can and finding the battery charger fragments is probably the best thing you can do for yourself early on. Another important thing to note is that you're going to have to explore to find these fragments. The game's not just going to give it to you. So essentially the game forces you to explore to find these items, and you're going to have to look through different biomes to find different types of fragments. And while standing on your life pod, make sure to check your horizons. You might find something of interest. I'm not going to tell you, but that's for you to discover. Make sure you have at least a sea moth and a sea glide before you go to these points of interest, and bring food and water prepared for your journey. Now, the second tip I got for you is to not be PewDiePie. Please don't go to the ship before you have a radiation suit. I'm telling you, you will die. So make sure you have a radiation suit before you go to the Aurora. Also, don't swim there. Make sure you have a sea glide, preferably a sea moth. I'm not going to tell you why, but you would not want to be swimming in open water over there. Don't rush to try to get to the Aurora, because just because it's the first thing you see when you first start up the game doesn't mean it's the first place you have to go. I would actually say you go to it maybe middle game, once you have, some vehicles, a sea glide, and a bunch of other stuff before you go there. Oh, and make sure you have a propulsion cannon, or else you can't enter inside of it. So make sure you find the fragments for that before you go to the Aurora. Now, this is why getting a scanner early on is so important, because you actually have to explore before you even go to the Aurora. So the earlier you get a scanner, the faster you're going to progress through the game. Third tip I got for you here is to always pay attention to your nutrition and hydration levels and maintain them well. Always prepare your food and water before you need to eat it, not when you're starving or dying of thirst. In other words, don't just make water when you're thirsty. You should make water, and then you should already have it in your inventory when you're thirsty so you can drink it. Also, make sure not to hoard food, because food can go bad. To solve this, you can cure food with salt, and then therefore it'll never go bad, so you can spend more of your time exploring. So make sure to prepare your meals before you're hungry or thirsty, so you can spend more of your time exploring and doing the things you want to do. Now, the fourth tip I got for you here is to build a base as fast as possible. Once you have the resources to power the base, you should do so. Now, the most basic source of power you can build is a solar panel. So once you're able to build a solar panel, you should have a small base up and running. Now, a base is important as it acts as storage and space to put different rooms in it. And again, these rooms are crucial to progress through the game. And also, having a lot of space to put your items and different things you find in the world is very important, because you can quickly find that your inventory becomes full very, very fast. So having excess storage is very useful early on. Now, coming back to the battery charger, you actually need a place to put the battery charger in your base. So the faster you have a base, the faster you can get rechargeable batteries. You can also build waterproof lockers if you're struggling with storage early on, and you can place these in the water to act as mini storage containers. Now, the fifth and final tip I have for you is to not rush through the game. It's the journey that counts, not the destination. So make sure to enjoy everything the game has to offer and not try to rush just to get to the ending. That's what makes the game so good. Exploration is integrated into the story, and therefore, to get to the ending, you have to explore, making it the perfect balance of open world survival game and a story-driven experience. Anyways, that'll be it for me. If you like this video, click the like button down below. Click the subscribe button if you've never seen my content before and you'd like to see more of it. I'll really appreciate if you do so. Comment down below any video suggestions you got for me. I'll happily accept them. Anyways, that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.